Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today we will be talking about something called race condition. So a race condition actually occurs when two or more threads try to access a shared resource at the same time, and the output of the program depends on the order of their execution. So it actually always occurs when you have a shared resource, a resource which you can share it between threads, and those threads are touching or modifying. Actually, they are modifying that shared resource at the same time. So if it does not happen at the same time, there is no race condition. So everything is safe. But if there are two threads trying to modify the same shared resource at the same time, and then that will change the output of the program, and that's why it's called race condition. That means the thread which wins the race tries to modify first, so there is no synchronization or there is no protection on the shared resource, so the output will depend on whoever thread runs in whichever order. So this is basically the thread race condition in multi-threading. It's very common kind of problem. So we can demonstrate this race condition problem by having a shared resource. Let's see, we have a private static int shared int, and then we can have two threads. We can have a thread array which will have two threads equals to new thread, and then we can initialize our threads. So what I want to do in this program, I want to have two threads which will actually run simultaneously, and one of them will increment the shared resource, shared variable, shared int underscore shared int, and the another one at the same time will try to decrement it. So a new thread, here we create a method which is increment, and the another one will be decrement, and that's our thread number 2. And in increment we run a loop around 100,000, and we just do shared int plus plus. And in decrement we do the opposite, we decrement our shared resource, so the output should be 0 actually, because we have decremented the same number of times as we have incremented this variable. Then we start our threads dot length, and then you have threads dot start, and then we wait for them to finish. So the main thread will wait until they are finished by joining them, and then finally we print the value of our shared resource. Shared int equals to shared int. Yeah, let's run and see what happens. 0. It's quite okay. Let's increase a little bit more. Maybe we are not getting contact switch. You see, the value is 93,966. Run it one more time. Now the value is 0. That's the correct answer. Run it one more time. Value is 0. Now it's minus 924. So if you, what actually happening is that these statements, these increment and decrement, they are actually not atomic. So this is like if we say shared int, so it's read underscore shared int, then we increment by 1 write. So the CPU will execute it in 3 instructions. First it will read the value, then it will increment, and then it will write. And the thread can get context switched at any of these instructions. There is no protection of that, of our shared resource. That's why the output of the program actually varies every time we run it. So depending on the execution order. So this is basically is the race condition. So the point to remember is whenever there are more than one thread, so 2 or more threads actually modifying a shared resource at the same time. So I'm saying at the same time. If it's not happening at the same time, then there is no race condition, because then it will not change the output. Like we can, when we are starting, and if we had done it like first we start thread 0.start, and then we wait for that one to finish. That's 0.join, and then we wait for the thread 1. Here what we are doing here, first we are starting the first thread. There is no other thread which is touching this shared int, and then we are waiting, the main thread will wait, and then we are starting the second thread, and then we are waiting. So there are no multiple threads who are touching this shared variable at the same time. That means they will not affect the output of the program. So now it should be, or it should always be 0. You can run it one more time, once again. So that's one way to actually fix this race condition. We will talk about another way to fix it by using events or something, and then in our future video we will be talking how we can synchronize, how we can protect our shared resource. So that was it for race condition. Please write your comments if you like the video or if you have any questions, and until the next video, goodbye.